place is amazing!
Yeah, I always thought libraries were boring.
That's what I said!
Are you two enjoying yourselves?
You bet we are! This place is great! All the food you can eat, great weather, and the best part of all, no rules!
Well, actually, the Garden of Eden did have one very specific rule.
Huh?
Well, what was it?
You see, there was a very special tree in this garden, a tree unlike any other. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil.
Wow.
God told Adam and Eve they could eat from any tree in the garden, except for one, this tree, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. For if they did, they would surely die.
Oh. But why was it called the tree of the knowledge of good and evil?
Well, at this point, Adam and Eve were still in perfect relationship with God and knew only good. They didn't know anything about evil, but if they ate the fruit of this tree, their eyes would be opened and they would know both good and evil, meaning that their perfect relationship with God would be lost.
Well, that doesn't sound very hard. I mean, if this is the only tree they couldn't eat from, there must be thousands of other great trees to get fruit from.
Indeed, there are, but there was someone else in the garden, someone who really wanted them to break the rules, the serpent.
Serpent? You mean like a snake?
Yes, Theo, though not just a snake. You may have heard this person called by other names, the devil or Satan. He is purely evil and hates both God and people. In the garden, he took the form of a snake in order to trick Adam and Eve into breaking the rules.
Oh, I hate snakes!
Hello there, children.
Yeah! He can talk!
Of course I can talk. Now tell me, there certainly is a splendid garden. Did God really say you can't eat from any tree here?
No, he said we could eat from any tree, just not that one. Otherwise we would die.
Oh, silly girl. You will not die. God is only afraid that you'll eat it, because if you do, you'll become like him. You will know both good and evil. Wouldn't you like to be like God?
That fruit does look really fruity.
My mouth is watering just looking at it. What did we just do?
I don't know. What's happening?
Don't you get it? We had one rule in the garden. One! And we just broke it!
What if God saw us?
Oh, I don't want to find out. Come on, let's get out of here.
Hello, children.
Theology. We didn't know. It was the snake. He lied to us.
I know all about it, children. You made the same mistake Adam and Eve did so many years ago. You were tempted by the serpent and ate the forbidden fruit. When they disobeyed God, they committed the first sin, breaking the perfect relationship between humanity and God forever.
But wait, didn't God say that if we ate from the tree we would die? We're still alive.
Yes, physically you are very much alive, as were Adam and Eve. What they experienced was a spiritual death, separation from God.
Wait. Since Adam and Eve ate the fruit before we did, that means we're not guilty, right?
Oh, you two were guilty far before you entered this garden. You see, when Adam and Eve sinned, they brought sin into the whole world. Creation would never be the same, and every human being from that point forward was born with sin in their hearts.
Wait, even us?
Yes, Theo. Romans 5:12 says, "Therefore, Just as sin entered the world through one man, and death through sin, in this way death spread to all men, because all sinned.
But what about the garden? Can we still stay here?
I'm sorry, Emma, but no. After Adam and Eve sinned, they had to leave the garden. Instead of living off the fruits of the trees, they now had to plow the soil and grow their own food, as we still do today.
Huh. I never knew about that.
But can we ever go back?
That remains to be seen, Emma. The real question is, can the separation between God and man ever be healed?
I sure hope so. But he already gave us a chance in the garden, and we blew it.
There was only something we could do. Like build a really tall tower to reach God.
I'm sorry, Emma. It doesn't work that way. There's nothing that we ourselves can do to heal the relationship between us and God. Whatever happens, any hope for redemption will need to come from God to us.
I don't know. After what we did, I don't think we even deserve a second chance.
That may be true, but don't ever doubt the grace and mercy of God. True, He is a God of justice and fairness, but He is also full of love and compassion. Now, it's time to say goodbye to this place.
This place was so beautiful.
I really hope we get to come back someday.
Me too.